into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Slant. Trick three. Take off.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Campbell. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. 44.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the pass. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. I got it. Forget it.
Minshew throwing on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Hines, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready, set, 59. Not here.
Brissett from the gun on third. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second down, McKinnon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Look at me. Zipper. Motion. Hit it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Hines on the toss play. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Three down. Hey, alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Buzz. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go. 8 read.
At the 45-yard line.
Come on. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, Alpha. We got it. 44, Mike. Hey. Get that quarterback.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Gets around him. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike spoke both. Hey, defense, let's go. Deep river.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Now. 44 is Mike. Check. I got him. 44, Mike, 44. Mike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, high 7. 44. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Cut. Get it.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Bravo. 44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Mike spoke both. He don't know. Hey, Zoo. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm coming after you. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, D. Yes. 44.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew.
Let's go, defense.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, orbit. 44. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
What we got? 58, right over. Smooth. Mike, 58, right there. Now.
On second down, Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Go. 58. Hey, Foxtrot. Record. 58, boys, 58. Big Rivers.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Wild Bill. Shoot.
Here's Minshew. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ben Banagou in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
58, right over there. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
44, Mike, 44. We own them. We own them.
Minshew sets to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, Echo. Big rip.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
44. Mike, 44. He can't hang.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, Alpha.
Hey. 4 down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Stay at home.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
On play action, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. This one into the hands of Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Check nine, check nine.
A second down throw for Brissett. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
15 line. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even. Hey. Hey. High 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Bravo!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
58 to Mike, 58.
On 4th down, Minshew. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready!
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off at the 36. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They run again with Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Hey, switch gears. Alert flare.
They run with Hines. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Indianapolis, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is